brought you some chrysanthemums.
Oh, for me?
Of course for you.
Oh, thanks, Michelle. How beautiful.
Just like you.
Right, what's going on here? Is this some kind of practical joke or something? Well, I'm candid camera.
No.
I'm secretly filming this.
I'm simply trying to make you understand how much I love you.
Oh, that's really nice, Michelle. I love you too.
Best friends forever.
To infinity and beyond. I better get these in a vase. They're gorgeous. So bright and vibrant.
They're not real. They're artificial. Forgeries. Fake.
Right. Yeah, sorry. Didn't even notice. Blonde moment. Oh, at least I don't have to water them. What do you think?
Perfect. They really brighten up the place.
Do you want a drink? I've just opened a bottle of red.
Yeah, sure. Why not? You only live once.
Exactly. That's what I always say. There you go.
Thought you were having one.
It went to the other room.
Then lead the way.
Oh, it's been a long day. I'm in need of a glass of wine. Oh, that's lovely.
Do you know what chrysanthemums are associated with?
No idea. What?
Death. People decorate graves with them.
Please tell me you're joking.
No, it's the truth. After the First World War ended, French citizens wanted to honour their dead with flowers. But as it was autumn, there were none in bloom. Except for chrysanthemums. So, people used those. Since then, the tradition has spread all over the world. People put them on graves. That's why you're not supposed to give them to people as gifts.
Then why have you given them to me?
Because I'm going to kill you.
Oh my god, Michelle, what are you doing?
What does it look like? I'm going to shoot you in that beautiful English face.
No, God, Michelle, no, stop it. I'm your best friend. You can't do that.
Yeah, but you're not really a good best friend, are you? Unless, of course, you think stealing my husband is a friendly thing to do.
What? No, Michelle, that is not true. I would never do something like that.
Forever lying, Emily. But this time, I've got proof. Kevin's phone. You see, I forced him to tell me the passcode. Drugged his tea. Then, when he was unconscious, tied him to a chair. Started slicing him with a knife. What do you think? Nice, isn't it? Like Jackson Pollock, except with my own unique paint. Bloody revenge, I call it. This year's masterpiece. A true original.
Oh my god, Michelle, no, what have you done?
Well, after I tied Kevin up, I stuffed a tea towel into his mouth. I mean, have you ever heard a grown man cry? It's not nice. Sobbing like a big child he was, with bubbles of snot coming out of his mouth. Pathetic, really. Considering he's a policeman. I thought they were supposed to be made of sterner stuff. But no, as it turns out, he's nothing but a wimp.
Oh, Michelle, you're only thinking these things because you're off your medication.
It's got nothing to do with my medication, okay? Those pills just turn my brain fuzzy. At least now, I can think straight, read between the lines, see the wood for the trees. But you wouldn't know how their stinking medication affects you, would you? Because the doctors have never forced you to swallow tablets against your will, have you? But all that's going to change now, my English princess, because I've got some of my tablets here, and you're going to have every single one.
No, Michelle, now please, just stop this.
Open wide, Emily, or so help me God, I'll send you to join Kevin in the pits of hell.
Kevin's dead.
Well, I had to put him out of his misery. I mean, it would have been cruel to leave him like that. So I did the right thing and ended his pain. The irony, eh? Killed with his own gun. The same one I'm going to shoot you with.
Oh my god, Michelle, no. Kevin loved you so much. He did everything for you. He took sick leave from the police force to look after you. Remember, 9 months he was off for. He took you on day trips.
Take me to the psychiatric unit, you mean? 6 months I was locked up in there. Dosed up to the eyeballs. Couldn't think, couldn't speak, couldn't control my own bowel movements. Did he ever tell you that? How the doctors and nurses filled me with so much medication that I actually shit myself?
I know how tough it was for you, Michelle, but it was for your own good. I mean, you have to remember, you stabbed your mum. Your beautiful mother, the woman that brought you up. You sliced her face with a kitchen knife because you thought the devil told you to do it.
The devil did tell me to do it. But not only him. Because what you and everybody else doesn't know is that the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse also told me my mum was evil. But after the police arrested me and put me in the loony bin, I knew I had to keep that bit of information to myself. Smart, see, streetwise, savvy. Because I knew if I told anyone that, I'd never be let out again.
No, Michelle, no, that's not true. It's all in your head.
It is true. And guess what? Beautiful Emily, that all the men love, they also told me about you and Kevin. The big affair. Making a fool out of me behind my back. 2 lying, cheating degenerates. But who's going to have the last laugh now, eh? Me. That's who. Me!
Michelle, I'm your best friend. Blondie used to call me when we first met at university. Remember? Even wrote our nicknames once on that wall in Merseyside. Blondie and Curly and a wee heart with an arrow through it.
Of course I remember. I'm not senile.
Okay, then you must also remember that I would never do anything to harm you. I'm your best friend, Michelle. So that's why I moved to Belfast in the first place. To be near you.
Then why are there voices in my head telling me otherwise? Voices that whisper day and night about you and Kevin. Voices that never go away.
Because you're paranoid delusional. Michelle, you know this. It's what you're diagnosed with. You're mentally ill. That's why you spent all that time in the psychiatric unit. You're not well.
Maybe it's you that's not well. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe I'm the same one and you're the crazy person?
No, Michelle, you're not crazy, okay? You're ill. There's a difference. And I think it stems from that fall we had in your first year at Hope. Remember? When you fell and banged your head off the table at Pop World?
10 stitches I got that night.
I know, sure wasn't I the one that went to Broad Green Hospital with you? Sat there waiting with you, holding your hand and wiping the tears off your face?
Yeah, true. You did do that. But do you remember what you called me when I showed you my stitches? Mrs. Frankenstein. That's not really a nice thing to say, is it?
Oh, come on, Michelle, that was a joke. An attempt to cheer you up. But you have to remember, I was exhausted. 8 hours we sat in the emergency department until you were seen. By the end of it, I wasn't thinking straight.
Obviously not. If you thought calling me Mrs. Frankenstein would cheer me up.
I'm sorry, Michelle, okay? I shouldn't have said it, I apologise.
God, you're a sly fox, aren't you? Agreeing with everything I say and then apologising. Good tactics, Blondie, but it's not going to help you.
I'm being genuine.
I seriously doubt that. Now open your mouth and say, it's time for your medication.
No, you're not making me swallow tablets.
If you don't open your mouth in the next 10 seconds, then I'm going to splatter your brains all over this house.
Go ahead, do what you want, pull the trigger. I don't care.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, I'll take the tablets.
Put them in your mouth. Now lift up your glass. Take a drink, a good one, and then swallow. Right, inspection time. Open wide. Well done. Now you'll know what it's like to be a human zombie.
This is wrong, what you're doing.
Yeah, it is. But it's not as wrong as you sleeping with my husband,
That
is it?
never happened.
Yes, it did. Now, start walking. Up to the bathroom.
What for?
For a tidy crime scene. I'm going to shoot you in that big lovely bath you have. You know, the one you like to boast to everybody about? I said start walking. No, not yet. Get the chrysanthemums. Perfect.
Please don't do this, Michelle.
Get into the bath.
No, Michelle, I'm begging you, please, just stop this.
Get into the bath! Lie down.
Come on, Michelle, please.
Lie down! Place the chrysanthemums in the centre of your chest. Did Kevin ever get into the bath?
No, Michelle, I'm so stupid, of course not.
Do you want me to read out some of the messages you and Kevin were sending to each
Yes,
other?
please do, because they're not true.
This one's from Kevin to you. I promise. I will leave her. Your reply? Good. Because I can't live without you.
And is it my number?
Well, today, Emily, you get your wish.
And is it my number?
Of course not. You're going to use your sneaky phone.
I don't have a sneaky phone.
Of course you're going to say that. But it doesn't matter. Because the 4 horsemen have already pronounced, sentenced, and found you guilty.
The 4 horsemen don't exist, Michelle, please. I'm your best friend. I love you.
Maybe I should ring your sneaky phone, eh? Give me it.
I'm so sorry, Michelle. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Hebrew 13:4. The married bed should be kept pure and honoured by all, for God will judge the adulterer and all the immoral